Morning. I'm just waiting a few minutes before I get started today with Friday's yoga class with H.C.C. Just waiting a few minutes. The breakdown for today's class will simply involve, normal breathing, waking up, checking into the body, post the breathing, going into a hip flow. Yes, what's good, Swiss? I hope you're having a great Friday also. Um, but we're gonna start off with some body tapping to wake up the body. From the body tapping, we're gonna go into We're gonna start off with the breath check-in. After the breath check-in, then we'll go into the body tapping, and then from the body tapping, then we'll start a hip flow. The hip flow is gonna be focused around the sciatic piriformis, and the hip flexors, your hip rotators. The reason for that is because I have a friend, she's having some issues with her sciatic. And I feel like this is something we all can benefit from. So it's the breathing practice, post breathing practice, body tapping. After the body tapping, we get into a little bit of flow for the hips, shoulders. That will involve some standing, sitting, and lying down. We're gonna go through all three levels. When I say all three levels, just the positioning of the body, standing, sitting, lying down. After we finish that, then we can check in, check out, checking into the body, just to check out with each other and get started on the day. Me as a person, I enjoy sitting on the ground. Mats are not like necessarily the biggest component to the practice for me. So checking into the body, you take the right hand or left hand, place onto the belly. Note as we get into this practice, if your nose is feeling stopped up, we will be doing some nasal cleaning. So eventually you will need some tissue just in case you're like overly like blowing out snot from your nose. Just take a few moments to settle into your body. It's the morning, you're waking up, you're getting yourself together. So checking into the breath. If so you can, you're inhaling through the nose. Hold and slowly releasing. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold and then slowly releasing. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold and slowly releasing. At your pace, do about 8 breaths independently. 8 breaths just checking into the body, taking a deep breath in, holding and releasing. as you breathe. Just feel the body's natural flow. Yes, you're actively breathing, but you're also letting the body go through its natural respiration cycle. Continuing, you're checking into the breath. You're recognizing in your body if you're holding tension somewhere. How tight is this tension? Is it tight enough to create a feeling in the body to where you immediately feel it, or do you only feel it after your body is breathing in and getting a bit of oxygen flow everywhere? So going from here, we're gonna lay down. We're gonna lay down and check into the breath. We're gonna do 8 breaths laying down. We're gonna go into standing, do 8 breaths. So the idea of going from laying down to standing is something that's important because as humans we need to understand how to mechanically get off the ground. Since that's the lowest point we can be at is the ground, we need to understand how to get off the ground efficiently and mechanically for our bodies. So extending your legs before the body. You're gonna lay your body back. I'm running down my spine. Place the right hand onto the belly through the lungs. Starting the first of the 8 breaths at your pace, let the body gently settle into its respiration cycle. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. Rock your body forward. And from here, press your hands to the ground and bring your body up to standing. Standing from the standing posture, 8 breaths. We're just doing 8 breaths standing right now. After you've done your 8 breaths standing, what you want to do is go and grab some tissue. We're going to do the nasal breathing where we're alternating nostrils or alternating nostril breathing. And then post this, we're going to some body tapping, then we're gonna work the body up. So take a moment, get some tissue. Now once you got some tissue, we're gonna take the right or left hand, we're gonna place the middle finger on the bridge of the nose. We're gonna use the right, I'm using my right hand, so I'll use my right thumb as my middle finger is on the bridge of my nose. I use my right thumb to close the right nostril. Now I use my left pinky or my ring finger to close the left nostril. I said left, I mean my right pinky or my ring finger, same hand, just to close the left nostril. So checking in. We're gonna take the tissue, place it in the hand, because as you do this practice, it is gonna cause you to blow your nose, and I'd rather you as well as myself like it's not everywhere. Sorry, my boss is calling me, asking if I can close, but can't. All right, so going to the alternating nasal breathing. Take the tissue, place it in your hand. We're gonna take the hand to the bridge of the, take the hand to the bridge of the nose with the tissue in it, and then we're gonna begin to clear out the nose and work on breathing through each alternating nostril. So taking the hand up to the bridge of the nose, taking the right thumb, close the right nostril, take a deep breath in through the mouth, release through the nostril, the left nostril. Take a deep breath in through that nostril. Alternate nostrils, release through the right nostril. Excuse me. This morning my nose is kind of stopped up. You're gonna take a deep breath in through the right nostril. And then alternate and exhale through the left nostril. This is why I said get some tissue or so, just in case your body's like, hey, we have some nice mucus for you. So again, taking the hand to the nose, Right thumb closes right nostril. Take a deep breath in through the left nostril. Alternate and release through the right nostril. Deep breath in through the right nostril. Alternate and release through the left nostril. Deep breath in through the left nostril. Alternate and release through the right nostril. Deep breath in through the right nostril. Alternate and release through the left nostril. Deep breath in through the left nostril. Alternate and release through the right nostril. Deep breath in through the right nostril. Alternate and release through the left nostril. Excuse me. Alright. I just simply threw away the tissue. Now that we've done the alternating nostril breathing, what we're going to get into is the body tapping. Pretty much using a potent style of self-massage to wake the body up. I have to wash my hands real quick. So using a potent style of massage to help wake the body up for the morning. And then after we do this, what we're going to do is a little bit of hip opening and then hip rotator warm-ups. We're going to do these from all three positionings, sitting, standing, and lying down. The standing may only involve like standing on the knees, things like that, just to activate the hips themselves. So with the body tapping, we're going to start with the forehead and brow going up. So taking your fingers and tap above the brow. Just tapping above the brow, going up. Making small circles over the forehead. From here, we're going to tap up the brow, going around, down the cheeks. Up the brow, going around, and down the cheeks. As we go down the cheeks and around, we're going to go back up into the nasal cavities, to our sinuses. So we're pretty much going up the brow, around the eye, down the cheeks, into the sinuses. From here, go down the cheeks, down the chin. Using your fingers, tapping the face gently, just to stimulate the blood flow underneath the muscle or within the muscle. From here, we go to the neck, going up and down the neck, the sides. Just doing gentle tapping. I'm making like a beat with my hands as I tap the neck. Then we get the sides of the neck, lateral sides. Going down the scalenus into the shoulder a bit. The anterior. The lower nose, the posterior. Just some body tapping. Make sure you get the full neck. Look at that blood flow to the neck. With that tension in the shoulders. Going down the shoulders into the chest. Anterior shoulder, deltoid area. Picking your arm. I'm going to start off from the left, so going down the left arm. Make sure you get to the bicep, forearm, palm. Just a general support movement, waking up the body, stimulating the blood flow into the muscles. Working up the body. Going back across the chest. To right arm, or alternate arm. Going down the bicep, shoulder, working up the body. Ready to get both sides of the arm. Working up the body still. Body tapping. Knee underneath the wings. Rib cage and across the muscles, some of the back. Going into the chest, body tapping. The abdomen. Going down the chest into the abdomen, up the abdomen to the chest. Extending the legs before the body, going into the hips. Leaning back a little bit as you activate the hips after the abdomen. Going down the legs, anteriorly, top of the legs, front of the legs. Rotating your legs out, going through the medial. We're just doing some body tapping. Now we get the lateral side of the legs. We're in the quads, going down the lateral side of the legs, going to the hips. Going down the calves, shins, anterior tibialis, posterior, lateral, anterior medial, anterior lateral. Working up the body, bring your feet up, getting the soles of the feet, tops of the feet. There's also some body tapping, and vigorous stimulation in the body before we get started on the hips. Body tapping, feet, Try to remind yourself with this body tapping, just bringing awareness, waking up the body. It's just gentle. It's a little stimulation. It wakes up the body, gets the body ready, active for the day, gets some of the blood flow moving beneath the skin and the muscles. Alright, so starting from this point, we're gonna get to the hips. We're gonna start from the hips sitting down and work our way standing. So while sitting, we're gonna extend the legs before the body. Starting off on the left side, we're gonna take the left leg, cross it over the right leg. We're gonna fold, reaching for the foot. You can grab your foot, cool if you can't. Grab at the shin, that's perfectly fine. The idea is for us to have a erect spine, straight spine. Turn to the side so you can see better. The idea is for us to have a straight spine. Head is over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Then we're folding over, trying to bring the chest to the quad. Reaching for the foot, keeping the spine as straight as possible. Keeping the spine as straight as possible. We're going to lift up. We're going to extend the left leg out. Rotate it. Point the foot, flex. Point the toe and flex. Point the toe and flex. Bring the leg in to where the foot is pressing into the thigh. Then you're going to fold over. Bring the chest back down to the thigh. Bring your body up. Bring the knee up. Left knee comes up. Extend the leg in the air. Bring the leg down to meet the right leg. Bring the leg up. Bring it in. Foot comes back to the thigh. Fold over. Coming up. Interlock your fingers behind your hand. Bring the elbows as far back as possible. As you extend the arms into the air, flip the wrist. Bring your hands back down to meet the back of the head. Bring the elbows back as far as possible. Fold the body over the thigh. Bring your body up to sitting. Extend the arms above the head. Flip the wrist when they come to the top. Bring your arms down. Extend the leg before the body. Have it levitating over the ground. Bring the leg into the thigh. Foot meets the thigh. Knee comes down. We're going to clean up the hip. Entering the hip, we're going to extend the leg, floating it above the ground. And bring the leg back in. Foot meeting the thigh. Pressing down. The left knee pressing into the ground. We're going to extend the leg back out. Extend the left leg back out. Bring the leg down. Heels meeting each other. We're going to alternate legs now. Real quick, roll through your ankles. We're going to alternate legs now. We're going to bring the right leg in, crossing the left knee. After we cross the left knee, we'll bring our arms up, reaching and folding over the body. Reaching for the foot. Trying to create a straight spine as much as possible. Chest can be parallel to the thigh. Come up. Arms overhead. Bring the right leg up. Open up the hip. Right leg is in the air. Point and flex the toe. You interlock the fingers behind the head. Bring the elbows back as far as possible. Bring your right foot down to meet the left thigh. Let the body fold over. Extend your arms. Flip the wrist when the arms are fully extended. Lean the leg. Bring the elbows back. Come up to sitting. Bring the right knee up. Extend the leg into the air. Point and flex the foot. Bring the leg down to meet the thigh again. Bring the foot down to meet the thigh. Fold the body over. Extend your arms. Bring your arms back. Elbows are pressing back. Extend the body up. Bring the leg up. Right knee comes to meet the chest. Extend through the leg. Bring the knee into the chest. Foot to the thigh. Lay down, fold. Extend the arms before the body. Bring the arms back. Palms meet the back of the head. Elbows are pressing back. Send the body up. We're going to come into a butterfly posture. Ideally, what we're going to do, we're sitting in butterfly posture, keep our fingers are interlocked behind our head. We're going to extend through the legs, extend through the arms together, and bring them back down to meet. So as you extend through your arms, you're going to extend through your legs at the same time, simultaneously. And ideally, what we're doing is lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the hips. So fingers are interlocked. You do flip the palms of the bait at the extension of the stretch, and then just bring them back to the back of the head. Extending through the body, extending through the legs. Bring everything back in. Extending through the body, extending through the legs. Bring everything back in. One more time. Extend through the body, extend through the legs. Bring everything back in. Bring the hands down to the feet. Relax your hands at your feet. Open up your hips as much as possible. Back the hips side to side. Let your butterfly flap its wings. Rotate through the spine a little bit, going through the lower back. Rotate around through the lumbar spine. If your body's feeling any tension, identify it, acknowledge it. What we're going to do, we're going to extend the right leg before the body. We're going to take the left leg, press into the thigh. We're going to fold and reach for the right leg. Bend the right knee, point and flex the toe, extend back through the right knee. Bend the right knee, point and flex the toe, extend back through the right knee. Bring everybody up to sitting, bring the right foot to meet the left foot. Alternate. Folding over the left leg. Bend the right knee, point and flex the toe. Bend the right knee, point and flex the toe. Bend the right knee, point and flex the toe. Bring the left leg back to meet the right leg. This time I'm going to send the right leg out to the side at an angle of 45 degrees. Suspend the leg above the ground gently. Bring the leg back to meet the foot. Left leg, same thing. Extend the leg out to the side and then suspend above the ground gently. Bring it back in to meet the right foot. Open up the hips as you return back to the butterfly position. Extend the right leg, suspend it above the ground gently. Then bring it back to meet the right foot. Left leg, extend it. Bring it back to meet the right foot. Place your hands underneath your quads. You're going to bring your knees up, feet come off the ground. Bring your knees back down, feet touch the ground, opening the hips. Place your hands on the ground, underneath your quads, bring the knees up, feet come off the ground, extend through the legs. Bring the knees in, feet come down to the ground. Turn back to butterfly. You're going to extend through the legs before the body. Hamstring stretch, forward fold. Bend the knees and turn back into the butterfly posture. Place your hands under your quads. Knees come into your chest. Extend the legs in the air. Bring the knees down. Extend legs before the body. Heels are floating above the ground. Flex the toes and bring the heels down. Reaching for the feet. You can grab the toes if you can. If not, grab the shins and pull back on the legs. Bring the heels off the ground. Gently bend the knees. And extend through the spine. Extend through the legs. Gently bend the knees. Extend through the spine. Extend through the leg. Bring your legs back together from the butterfly. Now we're going to lean our body side to side gently as we activate the hip flexor. Now, if this is kind of mechanically hard for you to do, guide your body through it. When I say guide your body through, what we're going to do, we're going to lean over towards the left side. I'm going to bring my right knee up. And I'm going to do my right knee. I'm going to grab at my shin and my ankle pretty much. And I'm going to bring my leg back and press my hips forward. After that, I'm going to pick up the right leg again. Alternate, pressing the right foot to the right, to the left foot. Lean over to the right side, grab the shin. Rotate it around behind the body. Press the hips out. Now, you can do this without hands, without living support. You're just simply leaning over, rotating the leg, pressing through. We're going to make a round. Leaning over, rotating the leg, pressing it back through. We're just working through the rotator of the hip, alternating sides. We're going to do one more each side. So after this, one more for the left, one more for the right. One more for the right. We're making the butterfly. Bring your knees into your chest, bring your body up to standing. While standing, take your fists, place them into the small of your back. Bring them parallel to the spine, right above the hips, right in the little pockets at your PSIS. PSIS will be the bone that you feel right here. On the inside will be a small little pocket. Place your fist right there. As you place your fist right there, you can gently bend the knees. Pick up your chest and extend through the legs, pressing your fist into your lower back gently. Looking up. Bend the knees gently. And extend through the legs. Pressing through the upper chest. Bend the knees gently. Extend through the legs. Pressing through the upper chest. Come up to the balls of the feet. Bring the heels off the ground. Lengthening through the spine a bit more. Bring it come down. Heels hit the ground. Knees are bent gently. Then we're coming back up. Place your hands on your hips where your index finger, your middle finger, index and middle on the front bones of the hip. Your thumb is on the back. And gently bend your knees. Do a pelvic tilt going back, tilt forward. Following your breath. We're just working through the hip muscles. Alternate, rotate through the sides, going right to left, right through the forward, left, right, front, left, left, front, right, right, front, left. Extend through the legs, hips come up, extend through the spine, and like your fingers, extend through the whole body, stretching up. Hinge at the hips and fold forward. Bend the knees, bring yourself down to a low squat. Open the legs if you need to. Place your hands on the ground. Extend through the spine, extend through the hips. Bring the hips down. Hands meeting at chest center. Opening up. Using the elbows to open up the quads. Open up the hips. We're going to extend through the legs. Folding over. Squat down. Bring your hands back to the heart center. Placing your hands on the ground. Extend through your left leg. And rotate the left leg around. Come to the ball of the foot. Drive the hip forward. Drive your hips forward. Rotate back around. Come back to the heel. Bring the left leg in. Extend through the right leg. And rotate around. Come to the ball of the foot. Perform a lunge towards the left hand side. And rotate around. And just still on contact with the ground the whole time. Bring it again. Heels are flat. Body sinking low squat. Extend through the legs. Forward folding. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Press the elbows as far away from the shoulders as possible. Extend through the arms. Moving back, elbows coming back. Extend through the arms. Bend the knees. So into the low squat. When standing. Let the body just settle for a moment. Working up the lower back. Working up the hips. Working up the shoulders. We're bringing that blood flow nicely into the core. Bring the hands up. Interlock them behind the head. Turn your body towards the left. And rotate back around towards the right. Left. Rotation. Right. Left. Flip the palms, extend the arms to go for the head. As you come down to the right, bring the elbows back down. Extend the arms back through the head, rotate around. Bring the elbows back down. Extend. Rotate. Elbows come down. Extend. Rotate. Elbows come down. Bring your body back to neutral. Bring the elbows down to the sides. Bring the shoulders down from the ears. Going back and sitting. Checking into the body. So take about 6 breaths to check into the body. Bring your awareness into your body, into yourself, into any areas that are freshly activated, any areas that need activation but just didn't get the love in today's session. Check into your breath, see if you're breathing deeper. So thank you for those who participated via the now. We'll be back on Monday. Namaste. Root yourself back into the world. Always remember to check in. Check in before you check out. Why would you want to zen out when you can keep the zen in? Something that's meant for yourself. So, those who attended, viewed, and listened, thank you very much. Hope you have a great day.